Halloween continues starring Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Channel 32 wishes you a happy and safe Halloween.
Stay tuned for more Halloween fun on MTV. You know, I love this bag. It has an unlimited capacity for treats. Some of these. I love popcorn and candy corn deals.
All of us at 11 Alive want you to have a happy and safe Halloween.
Tonight, I, Dr. Frankenstuff, reveal my greatest invention. Serve, Gregor!
A hot dog?
Take a bite.
Wow, there's real chili inside. How'd you do that?
I tunneled deep into juicy Hormel Franks and stuffed them so with rich Hormel chili.
Absolutely amazing.
Positively delicious.
What do you call them, Master?
What else? But Frankenstuff.
Frankenstuff from Hormel.
The Halloween experts at Magic Manor have everything you'll need this year, including actual character masks from famous motion pictures. And they can show you the proper application of makeup to impress that special someone. Magic Manor's professional hand-painted custom masks start as low as $250. This Halloween, remember Magic Manor. Wigs, masks, makeup, costumes, shockingly authentic. Magic Manor, East Wind Mall.
This dryer at $249.99, both with permanent press cycles. An 18 cubic foot frostless refrigerator, $499.99. A 9 cubic foot freezer, chest or upright, $279.99. They're Kenmore, America's best sellers, at great savings this week only. So come get them before they disappear.
There's more for your life at Sears.
The unthinkable has happened. The impossible is now true.
But I'm hoping you're doing well, stirring. Hopefully,
brought to life in a horrifyingly real ice lolly from walls.
Spooky month.
Put your fangs into the strangest lolly you've ever tasted. Before it's too late. Walls Dracula. It's really horrible.
That's got to be Canadian or British commercial, because I've never seen that one before. Okay, org.uk. Okay, so that would have been, because I would have been all about some Dracula popsicles.
Is there any other one? And McDonald's has a great and safe Halloween tree for those scary
I bet you this is an early McDonald's commercial. We're talking like early 80s, late 70s. Probably late 70s.
Ooh, what a scary value. And each one's good for a regular soft drink at participating McDonald's. Oh, my fan crew of boys and girls will love Halloween gift certificates from McDonald's. Will somebody give me a hand? Oh.
Yeah, I want to say that's late 70s.
Hi, I'm Dumpy the Pumpkin. Carvel's fresh ice cream
Carvel,
cake.
you can still get
And
pumpkin
I'm
Carvel
back for
ice cream
Halloween.
cakes.
And here's my friend, Wiki the Witch.
Having a Halloween party? I'm Wiki the Witch. And what could be more fun than to have us for Halloween? We're both made fresh daily at participating Carvel ice cream stores.
Sus.
You want to send one to a friend? Please phone 800-327-GIFT and call the Cake Honors most major credit cards. Thank you.
For Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween
You've come for my delicious cereal, Count Chocula.
It's chocolatey good.
With a devilishly good chocolatey flavor and tasty marshmallows.
Wrong air, Count. Kids come calling for my Frankenberry cereal. It's frightfully good with strawberry flavor and tasty marshmallows.
What a treat.
Count Chocula.
Frankenberry.
We like both.
You can enjoy this good, nutritious breakfast with
Frankenberry. Count Chocula.
Oh, boy, there should be some wildlife around here.
Surprise!
The McDonald's Happy Meal guys.
Yep, a chicken McNuggets.
Regular soft drink.
And regular fries.
And they aren't lying.
Lion!
What do you put in your McDonald's Halloween pumpkins?
Spookty and McBoo, matey. Carrots and McGoblin.
Those are the first year of the
Now you can
the
collect
pumpkin
one of
tales,
3
which I think
different
is
pumpkins with the purchase of every McDonald's Halloween Pumpkin Happy Meal. What you put in them is up to you.
Halloween shopping doesn't have to be a nightmare. Come to Partyland and save. 7 locations with prices so low, it's scary.
Halloween. A time for children. Parties. Good times. Halloween was a special time. Until he came back for more.
I told you this isn't a man.
Monday, October 21st at 8. TV 50 presents the broadcast television premiere of Halloween 2. Michael's back, and there's no place to hide.
There's a vacancy at the Bates Motel.
Norman, is that you?
No, it's Spud McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this display and enter Bud Light Psycho sweepstakes. To win
Lifestyles
the
of the rich and
Spud McKenzie
famous.
At the Psycho Mansion. You can even get a mug like Spud at participating retailers. Wow!
That Spud is so cool, it's scary.
Hi, darling. It's me, Elvira, telling you that without Coors and Coors Light this Halloween, your friends will get ugly without their masks. So stock up where you see this display. I shop here because they slash prices. Happy Halloween.
Child's play.
All right. Let's get this sound on. Ready for it? Ba-doop. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully everyone is doing well. We are going to be working on, if I recall correctly from the game itself, there are 4 episodes. We did 2 of did episodes 1 and 2 last time. We defeated the Phantom of the high school theater production, which was mainly, it wasn't a land grab, because I do maintain the theory that every Scooby-Doo project, at least cartoons, movies, typically it's a land grab. Like, they want the land, they want to develop on the land, they want resources from the land, digging up buried treasure on the land, etc., etc. So far, this has proven not the case, but perhaps with their first forays into solving mysteries, they weren't onto that scene yet. Can you dig it? So the Phantom, essentially the baseball coach, I think? Yeah, was wanting... They were having an event the same night as the talent show, so they were trying to stop the talent show so more people could go to their event, but also some of his baseball players who were in the talent show would also be available for the baseball event. Episode 2, I forget, honestly. The first 3 were it's like the McGoblin, the McBoo, and like something else, I think. They are actually coming out with they just released this past week the images of what the buckets are going to look like this year, Sukanko. So they're going to have 5 McDonald buckets. I still don't like the fact that I'm fine if they don't have lids, but what they've done the last couple of years is they will have, you figure back in the day, like what I consider the classic Halloween buckets. You had the witch with the hat, like the green lid, and then you had the pumpkin with the lid and the ghost with the lid, right? So they imitate, quote unquote, imitate those lids with the handle by having a piece of plastic kind of in the middle of the handle, like a 2D version of the lid, essentially. But the problem is like, now the handles won't go past the lip of the bucket. So if you're trying to like display them, you just got the lid just sort of sitting at like a, I don't know, kind of at a 45-degree angle, kind of. I don't know. It's a small complaint, but I believe a valid design complaint on my end. So there's gonna be 5. It's like a cat, like a demon, and then I think the other 3. And so the classic like ghost, pumpkin, witch. Then there's like a black cat, and then like a red one that's like a monster. Yeah, I think the first 3 has the McGoblin, Oof. Oh yeah, the McGoblin, the McBoo, and the McPumpkin, I think. With the Big Boo was just a ghost face going, oh, as the ghosts typically do. Also, welcome into Conco. So I kind of forget the plot of this one. We had the robot, we had the robot. I forget what they were trying to do with it. That's okay. We're going to episode 3, which I'm assuming is a Scuba Diver Classics, maybe spooky haunted diving suit. I did see like a trident, so we'll see. We'll figure it out really quick. Yarhar! Oh, sweet, we got a ghost ship. Hey, Phantasmal! Which is probably literally just ghost ship in another language. We need Cascade on the case. We got a robot prawn, a robot crawdurg. The picture of the $5 you mentioned, Team, to see if you want to show them on stream at some point. We have an easy place to. Oh.
Clams, shrimp, lobster, sardines. Man, I can like taste them now.
Yum, yum, yum. Welcome to Rocky Bay, gang.
That's strange.
You want to get face deep in some
village
clams,
looks
Shaggy?
deserted. It's the height of tourist season. Where is everyone?
Jinkies? Maybe we should do a little investigating.
Why don't you take Shaggy and Scooby and check out the boats along the shore? Daphne, let's see if we can locate some locals. Looks like we'll be clue hunting instead of fishing for tonight's dinner.
Well, there's always Scooby snacks.
We're getting there, chat. Create new? Sure, we'll create new. We'll call it 5. Why not? 5, yes, just the 5. You lure men to their deaths like spiders with flies. Flies are where men are most vulnerable. Anyway. So yeah, these are the boo buckets this year. We got, well, I can make myself a little bit smaller. How about that? Meow. We got, oh, this needs to be further back in the queue. Hold on. Needs to be under Arcade 2.0. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Whoops, wrong layer. There we are. So we got ourselves our classic pumpkin, our McPumpkin. We got our witch, our classic green witch, very much like the 90s. Very much like the 2nd and 3rd generation witch, before they made the purple witch with the black hat. We got a classic ghost here, pretty classic ghost, face structure a little bit different. Okay, so it's not a demon, it's sort of like a zombie Frankenstein-y type dealio. I guess they couldn't do a green Frankenstein, because then everyone, well, I mean, they could have. Then everybody like, well, where's the witch? Oh no, and they could have done like a vampire. But we got the black cat, which is nice. It's nice to see, oh, going live. Yeah, I didn't post any Sukanko, honestly. I mean, which is fine. Thank you for posting in Knuckles' channel. I just dumped it on Blue Sky because I was like, you know. But I like these designs. See what I mean? How it's got like this. I need to make myself a little smaller. Got this piece right here, piece, so the handle can't fold down neatly on the bucket like all buckets should. So yeah, there's also a little bit. Also, what I don't like here is that they've standardized them. So yeah, same handle for all the buckets. I want to say in prior years, it could have been there. Maybe they were all standardized in prior years. Well, I know. Shoot, maybe they were standardized. I feel like the first year they brought them back, like the witch had a black handle, and so instead of having like an arch with a thing, it had like a witch hat piece. Squeezy, welcome. Where have I been? I have been, we're getting there, hold on. I'll keep hitting Control Z. We'll get there. Ah, there we go. Where have I been, Squeezy? Due to due to a combination of working a lot, doing IRL stuff, like day trips, just doing more stuff offline, like, you know, some days, you know, I might work 9-10 hours and just don't feel like coming home, like fighting traffic and getting home and doing all that stuff, and then streaming. So, and I've also been kind of going through VHS tapes. You know, that kind of waxes and wanes, going, you know, processing VHS tapes. So I've been kind of doing that a lot this past month. Had a couple sicknesses I worked through, in addition to just good old-fashioned depression sprinkled all throughout. No, I didn't take it as no, Squeezy. I didn't take it as rude at all. Not at all. I can imagine some parents' kids will try to break that part. I want to break that part off, Zukonko, but I mean, yeah, I could probably get like the like wire cutters, like the nippers, to break it off. That'd be nice. But yeah, they're doing them this year. I believe Burger King is gonna have one bucket this year. And Dunkin' Donuts is doing another bucket this year for their Dunkin' or their like little Dunkin' minis, mini hole, like donut hole minis, whatever the heck they're called. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Squeezy. Hopefully you've been doing well. Only available starting October 21st, which is annoying. They should just have them for the entire month of October. They should just do them like in drops. You can't stay in the bed calls. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is late for you. Get you some sleep, Squeezy. You have a good rest. I hope you have a good start to your Saturday. I know it's technically already Saturday there, but I think. Maybe. I think you're like 6-7 hours up. I think you're 6 to... I want to say it's like midnight to 1 a.m. there, probably. This is me testing my time zones, but... The McDonald buckets are available while supplies last. The Boo buckets feature 5 characters in total, 3 classics and 2 new additions. According to McDonald's, this year's pails, which feature familiar faces in Ghost, Pumpkin, and Goblin, along with Newbie's Cat and Zombie, come in an assortment of colors, including white, orange, green, black, and red. Since each character has 3 different expressions, McDonald customers will be able to collect all... No, my mic didn't cut out. I got immediately disgusted. McDonald's customers will be able to collect all the variations. So, technically there's 15 different buckets. I wonder if they each have a single face. That's... McDonald's should not besmirch the magical happiness that is the McDonald's Halloween bucket with bullcrap, garbage, go eat a barrel, gotcha, randomized, blind bag nonsense. Anyway, so we got a store. Oh yes.
No more?
So we got a ghost ship. I didn't pay attention to the rest of the plot. I was pulling up a picture of the Boo buckets. Because in prior years, they've had, not necessarily on the older versions. The older versions typically just had one face on them, but oh, they won't have a say. No, not unless you like go in and maybe talk to them, but generally not. No. I'm kind of already soured on the blind bag randomized. Wow, J-Lark, welcome in. The blind bag like randomized stuff, because Wendy's right now is doing the second year of the Frosty Frights, which are cute little action figures that are like they're like they're Frosty, so they're little anthropomorphized Frosty cups with ice cream, and they got, I want to say 6. They have 6 different ones with 6 color variations, and that's what they did last year. So this year, see, they got like a nuclear melting like goop one, which is pretty cool. They got Gillman, or the creature from the Black Lagoon. They got what else did they got? Crap. They got, oh right, they got like a pumpkin dude. They got a cat. They got a pirate. So we got all the basic ones, but then the problem was is I have purchased enough additional Wendy's meals in September to where I have purchased more Wendy's meals for this Halloween season than I did in 2024, and I have as of yet to get a variant color. Whereas last year I had already gotten all of them with less meals purchased. So I have a feeling that Wendy's has made these variants very, very, like the ratio or percentage very, very low to get people to spend more money. Wendy's trying to get them, to which I want to tell them, them and McDonald's for this variations on the buckets to get you to buy 15 buckets instead of just 5 to, what's the word? Go fuck themselves. Spooky month! I know, Jay Larkin, spooky month! Let me give a few shoutouts real quick. In order of appearance, we got Sukanko. Playing exclamation mark. Oh yeah, they can be playing anything, Chad. You gotta use your imagination. Squeezy, what's Squeezy? What you been up to, Squeezy? Squeezy might have been, oh, too soon. Squeezy's probably either been playing some retro games or maybe even doing some art. Special events. Ooh. Been long since you had Wendy's. You haven't seen seen any ads talking about this stuff. Now the Frosty Frights are super cute. What's more spooky than capitalism? I know. What's more spooky than intentional gotcha capitalism? the FOMO. So, and also, Burger King, in addition to doing a Halloween bucket later this month, they are actually doing Scooby-Doo toys right now. There's only 6 of them, and they're actually pretty easy to get. Got all 6 of them. You got, well, all 5 of the characters. You know, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby. And then they got like a jack-o'-lantern dude. It's kind of cool. Like, almost like the, he's like the Grim Reaper if the Grim Reaper was like a pumpkin man. He's a pumpkin man. Alright. Playing some Deltarune. Heck yeah. So it makes me sad. It's like the universe. I'm not asking much. I'm just asking for some fun, just fun celebrations of the Halloween season and have the giving spirit. It's like, no, they want to take that and just ruin it. Oh wait, we got a cutscene.
Oh no, here we go.
A crab.
Uh-oh.
An ambush? So unoriginal.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
I want to say we really didn't get to use Fred all that much in the second episode. You got this, Daphne. You got crabs. It's alright. Not sure why the question mark, but you previously intended... Oh, right. Intended to place new Super Lucky's Tale next. With it now being October, you want to try to stream horror titles. To hopefully get some goosebumps redeemed so you can ready to show them. Ooh, scare books. Yeah. Crab Rave. I know. I think you said you had all of them. Oh, yeah. Fred was dressed in football gear in the first episode. We really didn't see him too much in the second episode. Because I think, yeah, I remember you saying, Sukanko, that you had pretty much all the Goosebump books. Let's kill their spawn point. Alright, like it's a gauntlet.
I hit it!
I need to see what I'm in. Like, all of what I would consider my young adult books, like the stuff I grew up with, those are in deep storage. I do want to get them out, because just because all consider like books from growing up are in storage in my parents' like sort of not attic, but I guess, storage below floor section. It is merely named the Pit, but, you know. It's kind of to go through them, but it's like, for me, like, even if, like, you know, like the kid books, like, from when we were growing up, like, when we were really little and stuff like that, you know, there's... It's hard. There's such an emotional investment with a lot of that stuff, kind of like with like plushies or stuffies when you're growing up. Let's commit a felony, chat. It's hard to remove the emotional like investment in those books, even if you know, we could read a lot of them. But we could probably go through them and get rid of, let's just say, 10% of them. You know what I mean? But that aside, that's where my hold on. Anything up here? Like my young adult stuff is. So, the Bernstein Bears young adult books, the Bear Scout books, which I recommend those. Those are good. If y'all are wanting some nice, fun, spooky, mystery solving young adult books with like Brother Bear, Sister Bear, like slice of life, Bernstein Bear Country. If you're just wanting some good, some fun books with talking animals, there you go. But also, I kind of want to see, because I know I'm missing a couple of Animorph books and some Goosebump books, and I would like to kind of get some, just to kind of get those sets complete. Just, you know. Just be like, you know, oh, I've got all the Animorph books versus I've got all of them except like 2, you know. Because when the series was ending, like in the last probably like 10 books, that's kind of when I was moving into. Well, I mean, that was when I was like in high school and stuff like that. So my reading tastes had changed from that point. I was getting into other books, like the Redwall books, for example.
We've got to pull the levers at the same time.
Getting into high fantasy, getting into, you know, science fiction, sword sorcery, stuff like that. Let's see. Ads will be starting in a few minutes, chat. Speaking of capitalism, ooh. Let's see. I got most of the Goosebump books, most of the Animorph books. I've got most of the Bernstein Bear. Like I don't know what they're called. Basically, it's just like some of them. It's like Bernstein and like Sister Bear and some of their friends from high school or grade school. I think it's like what, junior high probably. Like there's a mystery at the Science Museum with the science dude with the spats. And they gotta figure it out. There's one where there's like a giant pizza UFO, and they gotta figure out the mystery of the pizza UFO. Actually fun. Good read. Like I said, it's a nice, you know, slice of life. We got some bait, chat. We're gonna be baiting. The Pee-wee Scouts, I think that's what they were called. Oh no! Let's take care of this mid-boss real quick. The Boxcar Children, I have a lot of those. Now I will say that a lot of the, because I had I sold them on eBay, was a lot of the knockoff Goosebumps books, Susukanko. So I had a fair few because hanging out, like, spending time with my grandparents, like they'd be running errands, so they might go to the drugstore or something like that, or Dollar General.
I don't know about you, but we're under attack over here.
And so they'd have, shivers or chillers.
I think I have.
Well, I think it's bone chillers.
Everywhere.
One of the
They're in a
knockoffs.
frenzy.
Someone must be planting it to lure the crabs out of the ocean.
Right. Well, we're heading into town. You keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I've got a strange feeling about this place.
Will do. Velma out.
Astute, Fred. Say like bone chillers, shivers, and stuff like that. And so, at like Dollar General or like Family Dollar, the dollar stores back then, usually they would just be like $1, pester my grandmother who loved me and would always want to get stuff. Like, okay, it's just a book for $1, you know. But it's either like some of the Shivers novels that I got. I think I've gotten those at like thrift stores over the years. Those I sold on eBay. So I'd probably see what knockoff Goosebump books I have, just put them in a book lot just to get rid of. And kind of see, like, I don't know whether, like, you know, do I want to keep the Boxcar Children? I don't know. You know, just kind of figure, you know, see if there's anything I want to get rid of, you know.
Does what?
There we go, I had to figure that one out. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Yeah, actually, before they reprinted it to Conco, I had found them, I made a decent, because we checked them out from the library growing up. And I had found at a Goodwill all 3 scary stories. Let's see, so we read, blah, blah, blah. Sentences, Sukanko. Let me focus my thoughts. So growing up, we read scary stories to tell in the dark. They were probably available. I don't know if they were available in our school's library, because I went to a Catholic grade school, so odds are probably no, because private schools typically, you know, you didn't have to worry about some of the issues that would come up, let's say in a public school, in regards to taking books out of a library. But our local public library had them, so I know we read them growing up. And hold on. And also, I want to say at some point, like, because for a while there, okay.
Not to the face. Want it again? Up I go.
This better do something.
Whoa, you ought to be more careful. Scooby snacks. Neato.
We shall work on problem solving, chat, while the ads are going. No! Oh dang, we missed out on some Scooby snacks.
I think I'm full.
Oh, can we get on top of the building? We can! Oh no! I wonder if I skipped something. I probably did.
Scooby snacks. Neato.
Nope, can't go back. Alright, well, we jump down here. Oh, is this where we're supposed to go? No? Hard to say.
Whoa,
I would say
Snacks City.
no. Uh-oh. Okay, we didn't get soft locked. Alright. Oh, it makes a wow, 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 wow noise. That's pretty cool. It's good to know. Now that we're over halfway through the game. Bye, Daphne. R.I.P. pepperoni and cheese. Welcome back, everybody. All we were doing is working our way through the level. So, scary stories to tell in the dark. We read those growing up. Like I was saying, since we went to a Catholic grade school, I don't know offhand whether or not they were actually in our school's library. I know for sure they were in the public library we went to, and so we checked them out and read them growing up. And oh boy, howdy, man! Some of those pictures, Chad. So there's actually a documentary about scary stories to tell in the dark on. Well, the movie and the documentary are both on Tubi. The documentary, I would say there's about 20 minutes. It's like an hour long, hour and change, and like I would say about a half hour of it's actually. Half hour of it's probably like you could condense it down to half hour of just facts, and then the rest of it's like, oh, I got scary stories, tattoos, blah 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 blah. Like, who is this? This random person talking about they got a scary story to tell them dark tattoo. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to watch you reading the story to your kids. I don't care. But that aside. So, Sukanko, the scary stories to tell the dark books always were, like on the secondary market in the early 2000s, were a little pricey. But it wasn't until they did a reprint of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books around that time where they got a new artist to do all the art for the book, and the art was babyfied. It was dumb. It was all like kid friendly and stuff like that, which is not what those books are supposed to be, So you want to talk about public outcry? That was one. And as a result, the only way you could get the original Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books, because they were kind of out of print at that point, was to get was to get used copies that had been like in a library or something at that point, just to get used copies from like the 80s and 90s. So I ended up finding a set. I think I ended up found all 3 books. I ended up selling them for probably about $100. But like at its peak, you could have sold them for $100 a piece, when everyone was like worried that, oh no, these books are going to be, they're never going to reprint them. And it was at least another 10 years, probably almost like 15 years before they actually released a hardback treasury of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark with the original artwork as they existed in the 80s and 90s. See if they are Scary Stories to Tell. Yeah. Oh, that's an audiobook. Why would you need an audiobook? That's weird. Let's do Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Let's see. No, I don't want audiobook. I want audiobooks. Okay, all departments. Thank you. Yeah, all 3 you can get hardback, hardcover, brand new, with all 3 of them in it for $16. And as a result, the let's see how much the first edition is. That's first edition though. Paperback. So they're going for about, at least the first one, it's $35. So. But for me, the main thing is, like, I like the feel of the original ones because they're a bit of bigger binding and paperback. It just feels good. But yeah, I got the hardback with all 3 books in it with the original art for like probably right around the same, like maybe $15. So, hey, if you all are looking for some sort of spooky stuff to read, there you go, with some incredibly haunting imagery. Recommended. So a couple of the interesting facts about the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books. One, that author wrote a lot of books. Like, they got like 50, 60 books to their name. And some of it in the same vein, like a compendium of like short stories based off of folklore. Might not necessarily all be spooky. So the Scary Story books were perhaps their most popular, kind of defining their legacy and what they sought to do, which was traveling the world, traveling like around to like the United States back in the 60s and 70s, collecting oral history, oral folklore, stuff like that, to document it and things like that. So they had a lot of other books in addition to the scary story books.
Ah, Scooby snacks.
They really didn't live long enough to truly see the legacy that the scary storybooks left behind. They died, you know, a few years afterwards maybe 5 years after the third book was finished of like cancer. So they never really saw the long-lasting generational love that those books have, you know, which just sucks, but you know. And the illustrator is a recluse, very similar to the Calvin and Hobbes creator, Bill Watterson. So the illustrator for the Scary Stories books was and is very reclusive. I think they've only given one interview that touches upon the Scary Stories books, and that was only in the late 80s, early 90s. They gave one interview, and that's pretty much been it. The way, this from the documentary, basically the way they approached illustrating, because the illustrator of Scary Stories has done other stuff as well, also. Basically, they only take on projects that speak to them, and they will illustrate a project with the stipulation that the author does not contact them at all. Pretty much, their argument is the author has written this book. It is done. It is a finished product. I don't need to listen to them. Their input is, once the book is finished, the author's input is done. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on. It is their opinion.
There, a pressure switch.
Hold on, we got a little bit of a... Oh, Fred, are you gonna loop? Alright. Thank you, Fred. Hold on, we'll get a chat.
What?
But anyway, so... Fred, why didn't you just auto? Fred. Alright. Okay, that was a little painful, but we got it. So basically, all the illustrations from Scary Stories were done with zero input from anybody. The illustrator's like, I will do this project. Don't bother me. I will give you the art when it's ready. But also, you know, that was back, I guess, when perhaps library and could have made some money. If they're in good condition, you probably could have sold them. Let's just say for nowadays, you could probably sell them for $25 a piece. But hey, that's, you know. Or for example, if they're good condition copies, sell them. Let's say you sold them for $100 cash, and then you bought the treasury on Amazon for $15. Then you would have the books plus $85. You know. At least in oh, we hear the wow, wow, wow noise, chat. So it's got to be around somewhere. Sometimes, at least in the case of these particular ones, I'm not too worried about having the original books as long as the original artwork is there. Just having sort of just a basic, you know, hardback with all of them in it. Now, on the flip side, Sukanko, the one treasury or compendium that I got that I ended up getting rid of was the one for Where's Waldo. It was a Where's Waldo, travel companion, whatever you want to call it. It had all the Where's Waldo books in it, which is what I want. What I want, Sukanko, is a Where's Waldo hardback book that has all the Where's Waldo books in it, but the original size of the big, you know, Where's Waldo books, right? Or maybe like a 2-volume set, so it's not too thick. So that way, Sukanko, I can enjoy my Where's Waldo books and have them all in one spot in a hardback. Because the little traveling compendium was about the size of like a agenda. You know what I mean? Like an agenda. Like, I don't know, it's probably like 4 by 6, 4 inches by 6 inches, and you can open it up, which for like a traveling, like I get it, like Where's Waldo's traveling around, you're following Waldo. So having a traveling book's fine, but the problem was like the pages are so small, and as you know, the Where's Waldo books are very busy with lots of stuff. It's really hard to see anything in that book. For me, that book is functionally not good. Like, it doesn't really like let you enjoy the Where's Waldo books as it should be enjoyed. And on top of that, because it's a paperback, when you open it up, you know, since the pages are 100% full, so when you open it up, like, you know, you think of a paperback, you have where, you know, the pages meet at the spines, you're missing about, effectively missing about 5% of each page. If you're looking for something like a scroll or a key or Wolf's Tale, it's impossible. So I would like to see, like, a really nice, big, thick Where's Waldo book. I don't know if we'll ever get one. So basically, my goal is to just get all the books, as you know, get good used copies of all the books, which there aren't too many. There's like 5, 6, something like that. Shoot, I wouldn't. I need Where's Waldo, like Where's Waldo Now, Where's Waldo, like you know, the Hollywood Where's Waldo Goes to Hollywood. Where's Waldo Now? Where's like the Great Waldo Search. Where's some of the other ones? I know you basically have. I just go by colors. Like, you got the red Waldo book, the blue Waldo book, the yellow Waldo book.
And
you have the Hollywood one, like you were saying. All right, I'm gonna look that up actually. Oh, do we got monsters? We got monsters. Let's fight them. We do. Hold on. Let's fight some monsters, chat. We're just. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's like Where's Waldo Now, the Great Waldo Search. Where's Waldo Hollywood? Let's look up. Let's go to the Wikipedias. Wikipedia.org. Not Where's Wally. It's Where's Waldo. Series of books. Okay, Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo Now? Oh. Okay, that's Great Waldo Search. Okay, so that's 3. Where's Waldo in Hollywood? Okay, the Wonder Book. That's a later one, though. The Great Picture Hunt. And, the Incredible Paper Chase. So I guess the main ones would be, yeah, Where's Waldo, which is the blue one. Where's Waldo Now, which is the red one. Where's Waldo, The Fantastic Journey, the yellow one. Where's Waldo in Hollywood, which is, I kind of usually associate that with white. Interesting. There have been, some of the books have been revised. The first 3 books were reprinted with Winda, Wolf, and Wally Watchers added to the original illustrations. I guess because as they were creating new books and adding characters, they were going back. That's kind of cool. Which I want, the Where's Waldo TV series. I'm not saying that it's a good show. Let me see, it might be on archive.org. Let me look. Where's Waldo TV series? I like the Where's Waldo TV series. I will defend it. That is a hill I will die on. Maybe. Not really. Let's go to YouTube really quick. Here, here we go. Now, admittedly, this is episode 1, so it's episode 1, so bear that in mind. Let me make sure that's correct. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, it's got Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters are on here? Anyway, chat. That's the first episode of Where's Waldo. It's actually got the pretty bombastic, I don't even know, really nice intro song. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, I had fun with the show. I like the show, and I need to.
We've got to pull the levers at the same time.
Because the series was hard to find. There's like a reprint in Australia, like a DVD release. So there's really no physical release in the US for it, so I probably will make a localized version of those episodes on an external hard drive, I suppose. Where's Wally? Where is Wally? Where is Wally? Where? And even though I'm not, like, big on Rodney Dangerfield, like, basically the wizard is Rodney Dangerfield. I probably should watch that weird cartoon where it's Rodney Dangerfield as a dog. I think it's Rover Dangerfield.
Okay, here we go.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying his comedy's bad. I'm not. But I mean, it's always like, my wife. Like, okay. You know. Ah! I guess I'm just sort of a Jim Gaffigan talking about. After our discussion at McDonald's, no wonder I like the comedian who talks about food all the time. But. There was a interesting focus on geography cartoons in the 90s. Where's Waldo? Yeah, which part of it all is not really geography. I guess it's you're going through all these lands and learning a little bit about them. I feel like you're learning sort of social studies by prep. A little bit of social studies by proxy with Where's Waldo. It's like, oh, we're in like the Celtic realm. We're gonna learn just not much, maybe just like a little bit about Celticness. Celtic culture, not much. Maybe learn a little bit about Roman culture, you know. Not much. I'm not saying it's like Carmen Sandiego in education.
You gotta pull it at the same time.
But I would like to get a nice hardback reprint special edition to the 9s version of the Where's Waldo books. Just a nice big Mac Daddy special edition. Because I mean, each book themselves, each book in and of themselves are not like thick, right? You figure the Where's Waldo books are like probably like 20 pages, maybe 30. I don't know. So you could probably do like the first 4 books in a book, and then like the last 4 books in a book, and there you go. I mean, it's not like you're having to worry about rights like with Friday the 13th and stuff like that. Crispy, welcome in. Welcome in. We're looking for the local tavern.
And smash.
Do we need to go this way? Or do we need to go this way? We're going to check over here, because the music's getting a little bit louder. Oh, we need Shaggy to find this one. Spooky times. Yeah, well, I suppose, you know, in my kind of wimpy, don't want to be too scared sort of video game life. Like, you know, this is spooky, right? It's Halloweeny. It's seasonal. It's Scooby-Doo. We got mysteries. We've got like a spooky captain. We got a spooky robot monster. That's spooky. I thought he was, what they call, what did they call Oddlaw and Where's Wally? Like, Elaw? I don't know. Was he not Wendell? Maybe I'm getting that mixed up with something else. So this thing is about like Where's Waldo books is like, you know, you can enjoy a Where's Waldo book and then forget about them for like 3 to 5 years and then be like, oh yeah, the guy in brown and yellow stripes. I don't know, he's Oddlaw in a cartoon, right? Like in the show, I don't know. Like in the books, I thought maybe he was Wendell, but I might be wrong. Cause I know he shows up in later books.
Monsters.
So I want to say in the offhand, I know at least in the first book, you're just looking primarily for Waldo, and you're looking for a variety of things like highlights, hidden pictures, like look for 2 people arguing over a sandwich, you know, things like that. Hopefully you're doing well, Crispy. Happy time zone. Happy Friday. Hopefully you're doing well.
Look, Freddy, people.
They'll know what's going on. Come on.
I see it over there, but how do we get to it? Is it that easy? Can we just jump over here to get it? Yeah. Oh, anything? Oh, nothing in here.
Monsters.
Okay, we're gonna need to get over. Yeah.
Come on, cop up those clues.
Happy weekend. Hold on. Let's see if we can count real quick. Okay, we're good. Happy weekend. How goes? It goes. It's good. This week has been going okay. Been an okay week. Yeah. I've been.
Hey, over there. They don't look too
Well, let's see. What did I do? Oh, today I had birthday breakfast with a friend, and then after they went to go do other stuff for the day, I stopped by a couple of thrift stores.
Kids, what you doing out here so late at night? That deep one'll get ya.
The deep one?
The giant sea monster that lives at the heart of the ghostly cruise ship. It's why all these sea creatures are causing trouble. They're fishing for people.
So that's why the town seems empty.
Maybe we can help you, mister.
Not mister, it's Captain. Captain Bluebeard, at your service.
Hey there. Welcome to what's left of Rocky Bay.
Hi.
This here's Seth Angler, Rocky Bay's finest dive instructor.
Well, Captain, we'll do our best to find out what's going on.
Look for old Willie the Whaler, down by the pier. That crazy old kook should know a thing or two. Just don't tell him Bluebeard sent you.
We have 2 people that have been introduced in this episode so far. One of them was attacked by a monster, and the other one, we don't know. So, hopefully all the audio is still working. Because I accidentally fat fingered a setting, but I Control Z'd it. Hopefully it's alright. Hey, we got True Jedi. Oh yeah. Did pretty good. We got 4 out of the 6. I didn't go to 6 years of ship captain school to be called Mister. Thank you very much. Oh, is that from? Oh crap! Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to think of the cartoon right now. It's not Gumball. Oh, God, I can't believe I've blanked on the name because I enjoyed the show. The one with Knuckles in it. But I might be wrong on the cartoon. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Was it from that? I'm just gonna assume it might be SpongeBob. Oh, Dr. Evil. Yeah. It's been a while since I watched the Austin Powers game. I got the
Why wouldn't Bluebeard want us to mention his name to the whaler?
Yeah.
So I've been very idly, if I find movies really cheap, I've been idly trying to do to pick up movies now and again to do like what I call a tall build versus a wide build of my DVD shelf. So you know, I found in one DVD case like the trilogy of the Austin Powers. I was like, you know, instead of having three, you know, Austin Powers 1 and 2 in separate DVDs, I have a 3-pack that only takes up one spot. Austin Powers is pretty amazing, though.
Apparently, we've got quite the mystery on
well,
our hands, complete with a legendary
I like 1 and 2
monster.
a whole lot. Well, okay.
Captain Bluebeard told us to find an old whaler. He thinks he might know something about the monster.
See if you can find the whaler. I'll start clue hunting.
Okay, bye, Velma.
Velma out.
Allow me to qualify it by saying I haven't watched the Austin Power movies in a long time, but I know number 1 is, I would call that a classic. It's I feel like it stands on its own and will hold up. It's been a long time since I watched 2 and 3. I've only seen 3 like maybe like once. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. 1 and 2 are good though. I need to rewatch them, but that's just from, you know, growing up. I enjoyed them. And I am sure rewatching them, I will enjoy 1 and 2. Perhaps maybe not to the zest and zeal as a younger arcade would, but, you know. You know how it goes. Could watch that and
Hey,
oh, what's the movie with Crud? Is it Freaked? I think it is. I think it's Freaked, which just got like a blue. Yeah, Freaked. That one's kind of fun too. If we're talking about like that era of like weird movies. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. That one holds up too. If you're wanting a weird movie, but also fun.
Smash!
Freaked is not bad, and I think it recently got like a nice re-release or something like that.
Please?
I feel like lots of stuff's getting released, like 4K, Blu-ray, UHD, stuff like that, which is fine. I feel like we're in the. It's hard to say. A few years ago, like 5-10 years ago, I would have said, you know, this is the last gasp of physical media, but there has been, you know, an increase in purchasing of physical media and stuff like that, so we'll see. But also, you know, how much new stuff, like how much stuff that's been released on Netflix in the last 10 years has actually gotten a physical release, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's like just a movie or whatever, you know what I mean? Because I ended up, like, I watched on Netflix, apparently it's based off a graphic novel, called Chicken Hair. It's like Indiana Jones in, like, a city where it's like Zootopia, kind of. Like, just a bunch of furry critters, all, like, base their monarchy on archaeological success. Like, the more renown you have as a archaeologist, like, that kind of gets you in line of succession for the throne. Yeah, it's getting a video game this month. I want to play it, Sukanko. That's initially where I learned about
a guy with a harpoon.
As a,
my guess
I guess,
is that would
franchise,
be
as
Willy
an
the
IP. It looked fun. I'm like, what? You get to be a little furry animal character platformer? Sign me up. So then I saw it on Netflix. I'm like, oh, let me watch the movie. The movie's fine. I think the movie Oh. Okay. Got some sort of mutated animal bodysuit action going on, I guess. Hedgehog, like, I don't know, these are like morph suits? Oh my god, I'm getting the crap kicked out of me here. Latex, morph suits, who knows? Okay, alright. We need to throw soda pop at him.
I wonder what it unlocks.
Alright. It was fun.
I think I'm cool.
I would call it, I guess, kind of what Red Letter Media would call a blender movie, in that I think it worked. It functions as a movie, but there's elements of like, okay, like in the first like half an hour, there's like elements of humor in it that kind of get put to the wayside a little bit for like character development, and then that gets put to the side for plot. It's like it just needed a little more time to cook, but it's good. Or if they just given it another like 10 minutes, you know, because they're like, oh, we got to stick to that 90-minute like a line in the sand. Like, no, you could make a kids movie longer than 90 minutes. They will pay attention to it if it's good, you know. I think what's funny is like the turtle, like his personal like servant is that like the servants have unionized, so like that's a factor in it. It's just stuff like that.
Excuse me.
Backtracking!
Backtracking, that's
what
me
you doing
when I get up in the
sneaking up
morning.
on an old whaler like that?
Sorry, we didn't mean to frighten you.
Wasn't frightened.
Careful, Daphne, he might give you a pearl necklace of all those pearls.
We've come to ask you about the ghostly cruise ship and the sea creatures.
If you ask me, that careless captain's at the helm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Young upstart ran his ship into mine 5 years ago. She sunk just out past the bay, never recovered.
What about the ghostly cruise ship?
The best view would be from the lighthouse.
Bro
Can't
could
miss
catch
it.
a fish
These
with that
days,
beard.
it's the only house with a light on. Ah, darn kids, darn Bluebeard. Sink me ship. Yeah, well, I'll show him what for.
Dun dun dun. So I've watched
Velma, are you
for
there
spooky
still?
season.
Do you copy?
I do. Oh yeah, it's El Despero. Okay, it's.
It's me
I wish
again.
I saw
We
it in theaters
found
when
the
it came
whaler.
out. I probably haven't seen it since. I know it got like what a PS2
Not
game or
much,
something.
actually. He says the lighthouse has the best view of the bay.
I remember
so
it
we'll be
being
able to
like
see how
I
to
should
get
probably
onto the ship
rewatch it.
from there.
Good idea. Anything else?
No, that's all. He kept talking about the captain sinking
I
his
know
ship.
it's based off of like a
I
kid's
think we
book.
might have a few suspects already.
This mystery is getting more confusing by the second. We need to find more clues.
I want to say that was done in the post-Shrek era when everyone was trying to redo what Shrek had done by getting like this kid's book and make it into a CGI IP and selling lots of money, getting money. And so, all right. Apparently, I forgot how to swallow my spit. All right. Scooby-Doo Media, late '90s, early 2000s. Yeah. Yeah, there was. Yeah. There's been a lot of games. What's kind of like Chicken Hair is based off of like a young adult like graphic novel. So I think that, but that's also kind of like where How to Train Your Dragon came from too, Zukonga. Like that era. Of course, that was also in that same era, or like the mid thousands. Although I think the first one came out in the late thousands, but like 08, 09 or something like that. I hear shwoobity woobity noises. Let's see if we can find it. I hear it over in my right earbud. Not earbud, but right headphone. There we are. But now you're kind of getting like where they're looking for these sort of graphic novel, young adult comic, like Captain Underpants. What was it? Dogman. Like all that stuff. So, and that's also kind of like a synthesis of A, them trying to find young adults, like younger kid, like Y7 IPs. So like back in the day, they're getting like Shrek, The Terror Despero, like How to Train Your Dragon. But now that we, then you had the comic book boom, like 2008 with Iron Man onwards until now. So now you kind of have like at least it feels like a fusion of the two. Where it's like, okay, well we need to find stuff for kids that is also a graphic novel like IP. But Chicken Hair is fun. I liked it. I recommend it. It's a fun 90 minutes. I think they could have let it, like I said, they could have let it cook, fleshed it out a little bit more, and it would have been even better, because it's like trying to, it's trying to give you scenes that, with a certain amount of emotional weight, that the movie hasn't earned by the time they try to have those scenes earned. Like, oh, here's a scene of self-discovery. It's like, you haven't earned that yet, movie. They kind of like, yeah, they speed run a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Also, how's Azurian, Zakonko? How are they doing? If you want to talk about it here, you don't have to talk about it here if you don't want to. I just like to check in to see how they're doing, how they are on the road to recovery. I know you said they were still working with PT and also working towards getting back to their job. Dun dun dun! Wow, 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 wow. Now that I know the audio clue to listen for, I'm actually finding a little more successful at finding those. Because I'm like, oh, okay, now I know what to listen for. But yeah, Crispy. So we had birthday breakfast with a friend, and then I went to what I call the post-apocalyptic thrift store, which I did post 2 pictures of it on Blue Sky just as a joke. Because it used to be even more post-apocalyptic. Like, the roof was falling in, it had water leaks everywhere, like, there were almost no working light bulbs in the building, there were just piles of stuff everywhere. There's like, a Mad Maxian, like, trading depot, just piles of books and crap, I actually didn't buy anything. I was going to buy a board game called Dino Bones, but I was like, well, it's fun. The version I was looking at was by Rose Art, and I'm not going to lie, usually when I see Rose Art on any board game, that doesn't mean it's going to be all that fun. This is my own experience. But Dino Bones, basically, you're going around the board as different dinosaurs, and you're kind of putting together a cardboard dinosaur skeleton. And I kind of forget how to win or why or how. So I thought about picking that up, but I ended up just not. Because the problem was, like, it's like stuff in like terrible condition that they were wanting very expensive prices for. Like here's a really gross dresser for $100. It's like what? Reminds me when the local college had a floor of the library that was an old decaying computer lab from the 80s. Yes, I love it, Crispy. But yeah, there was like 2 or 3 aisles of furniture like that. Just dressers, desks, display cabinets, curios, china cabinets, crap like that. Piles of mattresses. I didn't take any photos of mattresses. There's just like piles of mattresses. Just all like, what's the word? Cheek to jowl, I guess. It's different. There's a better phrase for it, but that's pretty. That one works. Helter Skelter. Piles of mattresses, like askew, Helter Skelter, what do you want to call it? Oh no! Too bad I can double jump. Wait for it. They had tons of couches. They had a ton of TVs, but they're asking for like old, used, like kind of gross, like old, like just flat screen TVs. Your basic 1080p flat screens. Like people had donated like 10-year-old TVs. They're wanting like $100 for them. It's like I could go buy a new one for cheaper. You could live there before someone noticed. Hard to say.
Ooh, these snacks are tasty.
There were just, I didn't take it, the book section was almost unnavigable, I guess. Just, and there's no sense of organization, and it's just, and trying to find books that I would want, which would be like, maybe older pulpy novels, like Conan type stuff, or older sci-fi or fantasy stuff, like, it costs me. Unless I spent like hours going through all the books. But a lot of it's just what I would call like Oprah books, that type of stuff, nonfiction, political books, just hardback books. You just, you know, it's kind of like how piles of records or vinyl records in any thrift store are always going to have like Christian music in it, polka music, like 60s and 70s country and stuff like that. Like that, but books. If that makes any sense. Like how, regardless of what book, used book section you go to, there's always going to be a certain category of books that are going to be like ubiquitous in everything, you know. And I thought about going through, because you figure that photo of all the VHS tapes. I'm not necessarily interested in, like, just... I was curious about trying to find, like, home-recorded tapes there, but there weren't any. I guess they probably throw those away. Which most places technically do, and technically should, because that's a privacy issue. Because somebody could have, like their... As I found, weddings, birthdays, Christmas, vacations, it's all sorts of stuff. Of course, what I don't like is most places throw away computer stuff, right? Like floppy disks. Not necessarily 3.5, like 3.5, 5.25. Even if it's, let's say they get old computer games from the 70s and 80s, they're just going to throw those away because they're computer disks, and they just have a blanket rule on throwing away all computer disks, regardless of whether it's an official release or not, which sucks, but what you gonna do? Speaking of Shrek, I was watching the movie Old School, starring Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell, and Vince Vaughn, and it was distributed by DreamWorks. There's a kid that had a Shrek doll in it. Oh, okay. But that's most places. You're gonna be hard pressed to find old computer games that aren't CDs. That aren't, like, that, you know. So usually they have, like, technically, like, home-recorded cassettes. Home-recorded VHS tapes. You know, computer discs should all be thrown away. And technically photos, too. But sometimes things slip through the cracks, Sukanko. Sometimes they do. The best luck I have is actually the Goodwill outlet.
Over there, a lever.
A lever.
Cool, a trophy.
Okay. I was kind of hoping there because it's like there's no reason for them, because it's like that thrift store is a one-off. It's like a unique thing. It's like I think it's, I want to say it's Christian Wayside Missions, I think, or maybe it's St. Vincent de Paul. One of those. Anyway. Oh, it's going into a cutscene. Dang. I was hoping we'd go around to the back of the lighthouse to look for secrets.
You don't really think the captain sunk Willie's ship, do you?
I don't know. Sounds more like an accident, if you ask me.
Anyway. American Gladiators. See, I hear, there it is.
Here we go.
We'd probably just skipped a few jumps, but that's fine. Yeah, we just skipped a few jumps. But anyway, like I went there, didn't find anything, and like their electronics section is just piles of appliances, boxes of just jumbled up cords and everything else. But like, you know, like the computer monitors, like these, you know, computer monitors could be like 20 years old. They're wanting like $20 something, like $20, $25 a monitor. Oh, Know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. Well, that's because when he came out, his commercials, because he's local to basically like our region, like Tennessee, Kentucky, stuff like that, is when he started doing commercials. And so he was always talking to the camera, his commercials. So like he was talking about, let's just say, Mr. Pibb or Mellow Yellow. He did commercials for Mellow Yellow. So he's talking to the camera like he's like equivalent. He's like, back in the day, like his character was kind of like that annoying neighbor that would constantly come over. Like when you're working on the roof or doing home improvements, working under his thing, they come in and just pester you. And that's kind of like the character he was playing in those commercials. And he was always talking to his neighbor Vern. And so, know what I mean, Vern? You know, so yeah. That's kind of where Know What I Mean kind of came from, yeah. Eat bumper, booger lips. Fun fact, I'm sure you if you know it, you might already know it. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's one of those, did you know? But if you've seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I don't know if you have or not, but the same people who did the special effects on Killer Clowns also did the special effects for Ernest Scared Stupid. And so that's why they reused some of the masks. They reused some of the mask molds from Killer Clowns for Ernest Scared Stupid for the trolls. Also, it's fun to see Eartha Kitt in Ernest Scared Stupid too. Also known who was Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. And also Catwoman from the original Batman series. But that's also where I got the phrase Miak from. Miak. For me, the ones like that I enjoy, like the Ernest movies I enjoy, pretty much would be, and I haven't watched some of the later ones, but you've got Ernest Goes to Camp. That one's classic. That's like, I would say for me, that's one of my favorites. Ernest Scared Stupid is also really, really good. It's been a long time since I watched Ernest Saves Christmas, but if I recall, that one's not bad. And then Ernest Goes to Jail is not bad either. And as far as the how many Ernest movies are there? Saves Christmas in December? Nice. Let's see, Ernest movies. Yeah, I wish you'd lived longer, but what you gonna do?
Snacks for Scooby!
Yeah, he died of, I think, lung cancer in the early 2000s. Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, because you got Ernest Goes to Camp, Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Scared Stupid. Those are his first four. I've watched Ernest Rides Again. It's not that good. Like, it goes from theatrical release. Well, it says 02, baby, but it goes from like Ernest Scared Stupid, like theatrical release, theatrical budget. Then Ernest Rides Again, it's like Redbox. It feels like it's just so much smaller in scale, smaller in scope. There's like almost no actors in it, very few characters in the movie. Then you have, let's see, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Ernest in the Army. I haven't watched those last three. And he also had like a Saturday morning cartoon show in the late 80s. But well, it's not but yeah, well, pretty much like the four movies I mentioned is probably just the only four Ernest movies you need to watch. And it's kind of like how Weird Al had a Saturday morning show in the 80s as well. And maybe a cartoon as well? I don't remember offhand, but... That's a fun part in the 80s. Like, any pop culture person could have a Saturday morning cartoon if they wanted to. Mr. T, sure, why not? Ernest, sure, why not? Weird Al, why not? Dr. Otto at the Riddle of the Gloom Beam. That one actually I've not seen. I found a rental copy of it because it was out of print for a while, and I found a rental copy at a thrift store. So I kept it for a while, just on my VHS shelf. When I was cutting down on VHS, just to save room. I ended up giving it to my brother, who has a larger VHS wall of just random VHS. But I think it might be streaming now.
Come on.
Speaking of basketball comedy movies, and I know you were mentioning Old School earlier, Semi-Pro. Even though it's been years since I watched Semi-Pro, I did enjoy that. Although one of my coworkers always spoke highly of the ice skating one. I can't remember what it's called.
Back.
The most cameos in cartoons. Well, I know he was recently in SpongeBob. So Blades of Glory. Thank you. Yeah. We're gonna have ads in 5 minutes, chat.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
Because they had like a weird parallel universe SpongeBob episode apparently, and so he sang the intro to it. I don't know anything beyond that though. Other than SpongeBob looking really weird.
Scooby snacks. Neato.
Jeepers, they mean business.
He was almost like Pinhead Larry. Who you calling Pinhead? That tells you. I could make so many quotes from SpongeBob, but it has to be the first 3 seasons, Chad. 3 or 4 seasons. Nothing over here.
Trouble up ahead.
It's like I saw one of those silly Instagram posts.
Come on, break.
Try to get user engagement. It's like, oh, you'll get $10 million, but you have to spend, I forget how many months, like, well, let's say 6 months in a cabin. You're provided, maybe it's a year. I don't know, 6 months. I want to say it's like 6 months. You have to spend 6 months in a cabin. You're provided food and water and shelter, but you can only take 1 TV series with you. What TV series are you taking? I'm just like, I wouldn't necessarily need any if there was other entertainment there. The initial prompt did not specify. And I'm one of those, like, well, actually.
Over there, a lever. More please.
That was, okay. That Instagram post was brought to mind because I was thinking about SpongeBob, and SpongeBob has a ton of episodes. I'm like, oh, that could work for that prompt, which is where my brain went. Anyway. Bizarro Bottom. Sponge Tom Short Pants. Oh, wow, I landed on it. Good for me. I'll take that.
Bye.
Hopefully you are well grounded, Daphne, so you don't get electrocuted.
Jeepers, can they eat this many?
The Gipper.
Scooby snacks for my friend Scooby.
I didn't know we were looking for clues. We found one. Hooray.
Want it again? Bye-bye.
Hold on. Okay, that's not a thing. I hear the sound of a shield, so it's in here somewhere.
Up I go.
Maybe. So what spooky movies are you looking to watch this month, Sukanko?
I said not to the face. Lever, over there.
Oh, this is so we can let Fred down. Okay. Well, I'm sure Daphne's let Fred down quite a few times, but Oh no! Oh, shoot. I think I'm soft locked. Quit. No. Resume. Oh! Oh, it reset. Thank God. There wasn't even a puzzle piece in here. Dang it. Dang it. Heyo. Yeah. So what are some of the spooky movies on your list for the month? I am trying to focus on pearls. No, it stopped. Maybe that. Oh, maybe it's outside, and we're just hearing it because of how the. Maybe it's up there. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Heck yeah. Good going, arcade. I'm trying to focus on newer movies. I've done mostly good. Let's see. I kind of, I say spooky season. Let's see. What have I watched? I kind of put this at, like, the latter half of September as well. So bear that in mind. Do you want to save launcher version .tech? No. 4 movies. There we are. So I've watched since like the latter half of September Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have watched the Raven, Roger Corman's The Raven. Oh, we're on ads. I'm gonna go do a quick bio break. We'll be right back. BRB, pepperoni and cheese. We'll do how about this? We'll do this. Yeah, this is gonna be some Sonic music. Sure, why not? I'll be right back. is Sonic Adventure stuff. Gotta turn that down. We'll kind of pause that bad boy. Get OBS tab back in. Arcade, main screen. We are good. We can actually here. We'll leave that going for now, while I look at the. Well, we can look at some of the movies. Well, we got this paused. Let's see. Okay, I will say I am curious when you watch Hotel Transylvania 4. I'm curious what your thoughts are on it, Sukanko. You should like Transylvania Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation just fine. I'm curious about 4. Let's see, what do we got here? Fear Street. Oh, they're doing more Fear Street. Okay. I started Fear Street 1994 on Netflix because I wanted to watch the trilogy. And I had, because I'd watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I was like, well, I can watch Fear Street, maybe I'll watch the Goosebumps, kind of a whole bunch of 90s sort of spooky book movie adaptations, right? I've apparently watched Fear Street 1994, I just forgot I had, and I've forgotten everything about the movie. So I'm going to rewatch it because I want to watch, was it Fear Street 1666 and then Fear Street 1974? I will say the three Fear Street movies I mentioned are supposed to be like a trilogy, kind of. Let's see. How did you like American Werewolf in London? Did you like that TF scene? Class of Nukem High I've watched, but also I'm not a big fan of trauma films, to be honest. That one, as far as trauma films go, it's fine. Evil Tunes, oh, Sukanko, this. Anyway, everyone. Let's see, Wicked. Is that Wicked? Demon City Shinjuku is not bad. Yeah, I've watched that a couple times. It's not bad. It's what I call like that classic '80s anime. Like sort of like Ninja Scroll kind of, where there's there's adult stuff in it, some nudity and stuff, but it's not bad. I'm pretty sure I've seen Wicked City, or maybe I've started it at some point. Creepshow 2. It's not as good as the first Creepshow. Creepshow 1 is good. Creepshow 2. What are the segments in Creepshow 2? And have they aged well? Because I think one of them's about like a Native American, one of those like wood carved Native American statues, I think. 2. I do want to I need to watch like the series and stuff like that. I just get distracted. The Raft. The Raft is the best. Old Chief Woodenhead. Who did that one? Because I know. I'm trying to think who did. Because each person did them. The Raft is good. You'll like The Raft. The Hitchhiker is good as well. Oh, don't watch Creepshow 3. Please don't, Chicago. I value your time. I think... Did I watch Creepshow 3? I might not have been able to finish it. It was so bad. Let me take a look. It's just... Let me see if I remember these. Did I watch all of Creepshow 3? Maybe I did, just to say I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember. It was so bad, though. Chopping Mall. Oh, okay. So Marvel Zombies is doing stuff. Okay. Nice. Looks like a pretty nice list. All right. Looks fun. Oh, Trick or Treat's fun. I'm pondering seeing that in theaters as well. We'll get this Sonic Adventure turned down. Now that we're gonna go back to the scrambly dambly doos. Ruby, Ruby, Roo, where are you? Rawr, 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 rawr. Let's see. Release them in theaters. There we go. Alright. So, Creepshow 2's not like I said. Creepshow 1, classic, recommended. Creepshow 2, for me, not as good. Like I said, the first segment is very, very slow. It's been a while since I watched it, but I just remember it being kind of slow. The Raft is good. Oh yeah,
Look,
it's good.
It's
the best
Seth.
one.
Hi, Seth.
Hello again. You kids still wandering around? Rocky Bay's a dangerous place at night.
You don't seem too bothered about it.
You could say I know my way around this town at night.
I'm sure you do.
Guess you've seen the ghostly cruise ship, right?
Most every time it comes. That cursed ship's been
Oh, like the Marvel
mystery for
Zombies, like as a
centuries.
limited series? Okay,
It
I've
haunts
seen
the
people
towns
talking about
all
like a
along
Marvel
this
Zombies like
coast.
show, but
Chills the spine.
Well, it sure spooked the locals.
What really spooks them is the giant sea monster that lives at the heart of the ghostly cruise ship. I've seen it crush a boat in half with just one claw.
You're awfully brave to come here anyway.
You're foolish. I won't let it
Suspicious.
scare me, though. Anyways, got a jet. Hey, you look strong, Minnow. Can you give me a hand with these boxes?
Sure.
Thanks for that, little buddy. See you later, Seaflower.
Seaflower? Oh.
I didn't dislike the Addams
Creature, huh?
Family
That sounds
CGI
like our next stop.
movies.
Yep. Getting on that ship has just taken top priority.
I like the first one more than I like the second one. Which I can go into why if you want. I don't want to like. If you're wanting to go into them without any expectations or knowledge, I don't want to like discuss it. If you're just wanting to kind of go into it on your own, you know what I mean? Missed the sequel? Okay. Is it worth seeing the sequel? I mean, sure. If you've seen the first one, you kind of want to make the check mark. If you want to kind of say, okay, I've watched them both. Kind of like, you know, when I saw Hotel Transylvania 4. It's like, I've been kind of wanting to watch it since it came out, but I never got around to it. So I'd watched the first three. I was like, you know what, I'll watch the fourth one. And now I can say I've watched all four.
Scooby, Shaggy, come in. You there?
I don't know if I'll watch the fourth one again. Maybe it's not. Like, if I go through the series again, I would watch it again.
You're not supposed to be eating with the suspects.
The only thing good old Bluebeard is under suspicion for is being the ship's cook.
Oh, Shaggy.
Well, we're going on to the ghostly cruise ship now, and I need your help. We just bumped into Seth Angler again, and as long as he's around...
Oh, I really didn't need to do all those jumps.
To me.
Yeah, we'll be there. All right, Scoob? Scoob?
Aw, gonna get Scoob. Ba, 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 ba. Actually, let me go over to the website. There we go. Problem solved. They could have hung out and watched Scooby-Doo. They chose not to. I should have reported them. That's alright. I need to report first, then ban. I always forget to do that. That account had been around since 2020, so I wonder if it's probably a hacked account. That's going to be my guess. Alright. So the sequel...
You're finished.
The sequel... Here's the problem. It takes the sequel almost an hour to really start getting its motor going. Like for the movie to start running, to start chugging, for everything to kind of start going, it takes it a long time to do. Which I don't think it needs to. Because I clicked on the name, I was like, oh, it's got an actual like logo and everything. It's like, oh, it counts as 2020. I was like, oh, probably someone stole it. They probably lost their account, or it's defunct, and like somehow got in a hack or something like that. But anyway, sucks for them. Or they're just trash. Like if it's actually the person in charge of that account, yeah, they need to have their account deleted. They can go eat them. They can go kick rocks. But if it's someone that got their account, it sucks. But they can still go kick rocks. Let's get on the boat. Toot toot. But no, the second Adams Family. It had some interesting stuff in Tucanco, but for me, it took way too long to kind of start the plot. That aside, I don't feel like That aside, I don't feel like I wasted my time watching it though. Will I watch it again? Will I watch either CGI movie again? I would be more inclined to maybe watch the first one again at some point. Here's the thing. Actually, a lot of the problems I have with Addams Family, the CGI movie, the second one, are some of the same problems I have with Hotel Transylvania 4. But I won't go into any details, because I don't want to... But because, what may bother me might not be an issue for you at all. So, True, I haven't watched Wednesday either. I don't know. It's got another season, so I don't know. I feel like it's one of those shows that will probably get better the more time it has to breathe, right? Because the more they get to kind of get the characters going, get to work with concepts, kind of toy around with ideas, character development, kind of get that sort of
yo-yo power
development and the history of the characters that only a show that has several seasons can get. It'll be fine. The reason why I never watched Wednesday to begin with is I refuse to watch any Netflix original series anymore. Because I get tired of them canceling every TV series, every original series, every season of any show that they produce after season 1.
Snack time! Yahee!
So I just don't watch any of them anymore. Because it's like, why get invested in a show that I know that Netflix is going to cancel after season 1? I haven't seen Squid Game either. Didn't it just get like a second season though? So now it got one season, and it was it was a big thing. And so now I think they got like second season. Same thing of like there's one or two things. One, they either have one season and then maybe after a few years they just cancel it, or they take like 5 years between seasons. And I'm not gonna spend like Stranger Things. Like you need to dedicate Stranger Things is like you need to dedicate 20% of your life on this planet to waiting around and or anticipating and or watching Stranger Things. It's like sorry, no. Third season. Even though I liked the first season of Stranger Things was amazing. I loved it, all about it. And I'm pretty sure I got all the way through season 2, and that was pretty much it. I just haven't really. All right, there we go. I know, Crispy. It's just like, hey, you should watch new season of Stranger. It's like I shouldn't be waiting like. Izzy, thank you for the biddies. See, the castle's coming out of the spooky month mist. This is true. Got some fluffy dog biddies. Yeah. Welcome in, Izzy. How are you? I've been playing some Repo. Yeah. Playing some Repo with was it Raisin Draken? I forget how their name is spelled specifically, but Raisin like Draken, I think. You can hear a little bit of the echo because I need to figure out how to adjust my audio settings a little bit again, but that's okay. You weren't actually hearing it. You were hearing because I have my desktop audio going through my desktop speaker, and then I'm monitoring it on my headset. But if it's loud enough, you can hear it through my microphone. Okay, we need to go this way. Okay, hold on. There's gotta be stuff back here. Okay, that's an invisible wall. Alright. Yeah, okay. Raziel Draken. Okay, I was close. Self-care package? Yeah. I just did that on... We had our ad break, about 10-15 minutes ago. I got me my, blood orange brisk iced tea to drink. Quick stretch in. Since it was in my car, I grabbed that because I got that at Dollar General this morning. I also picked up... So I went to... After I went to the... For those of you who've been following my easily distracted story, after going to the post-apocalyptic Mad Maxian thrift store today, where I did not pick up anything, I went to Half Price Books, where I got a Nintendo Wii game for $5. I got Spore Hero, which looked fun. It looked like, because it was like, oh, you get to design your own spore creature, and then you have like it's like a Skylanders-esque adventure platforming game. It looked right.
Yum.
I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like anyway. Okay, let's see. Oh! I hear the shield. I hear the collectible noise, but I'm trying to figure out where it's at. Broke that.
Looks like trouble.
Oh, I bet we need Fred for it. So I got Spore Hero for the Nintendo Wii for $5. Because for the most part, Nintendo Wii games, with the exception of like I guess some hidden gems or low print runs or first party games.
This is fun.
Usually they're like $5, which is fun about the Wii. Is you can just get a game for $5. And I don't think Spore Hero came out on anything else. Maybe the Xbox, perhaps. Or 360. Maybe not. The Wii had weird exclusives. And I got the board game based off of the old video game Shadowgate, which was like an NES era sort of going through a spooky mansion, first-person view kind of game. So I should have I had it on the NES at some point. The cover says like Shadowgate. It's got like a gargoyle. Take that. But the last time I was at Gen Con, which has been a few years, they were demoing and promoting Shadowgate at the company is called Trick or Treat Studios, and they do a lot of all they do is focus on like spooky IPs, horror movie IPs, like horror movie concepts, themes like zombie board games, whatever. They're also doing so Shadowgate's sort of a spooky horror NES style game. They were creating a board game basically. But instead of having to pay like 40 or pay basically like 50, 60 bucks for it, now that it's been a year or two since it came out, Half Price Books had stacks of them for 20 bucks, brand new. Yeah, they had a just whole stack of them. One of them in stock did have a big hole in the back, but what I got was brand new sealed. I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. For $20 or less, it's usually a good deal for a game, for sure.
Right
Like I got Buffalo Games, which did some of the Pac-Man. Did I think 1 or 2 Pac-Man board games? Because yeah, Buffalo Games did minimally the Pac-Man board game. They did a Pac-Man card game. I think they did some Tetris stuff. And I'm trying to think of whether they did the Carmen Sandiego games. Maybe not. But they did a card game based off of Tech Mobile. You know, the NES game Tech Mobile. Card game based off of that, of all things. So I got that for like $14 free shipping. Apparently it was sold by Target, which is, even though I don't try to shop at Target, but I guess they sell their stuff on eBay now. They're that desperate. I feel like I missed something there. Too late. We can't go back.
Scooby's nuts.
Okay, this is all water. Alright. Let's see if we can, hold on. Okay, so we got like a pile of salt or debris or like a tarp.
Yeah, just like skating, man.
I'm not sure. I don't know about that. There we go. Scooby-Doo shall fling his wieners about, and it'll leave his sausages. But for the most part, I really haven't gotten... You gonna learn? You have to catch up to you on things later, so you're just going home from dinner? So you're gonna go eat? Yeah! Have a good dinner, some Congo. You take care. And hopefully you'll have a good rest of your evening and a good start to your all's weekend. But no, I've slowed down, way down on board games in general, but also board games. For well, one, because of the tariffs and everything else, it's much more cost prohibitive to try and get anything from Japan anymore. For right now, for the near future, probably, honestly. There are technically less games I'm looking for from Japan. There are
a lever, man.
2 major ones. But also on the flip side,
will you let go, crab dude?
Get me some more hydration.
Hey! Like no fair, man.
All right. So, the 2 main ones I want to get is the Tower of Druaga, which is just, you know, board game adaptation of the Tower of Druaga for NES era. It was on Nintendo, it was on some other consoles. In addition to that, there's that, and then the Famicom board game series. I'm still missing Mario Brothers from it. It's the last one I'm missing from the Famicom series. This is called Scooby-Doo First Frights. It's just sort of its own, I guess, graphical style. I don't know if it's based off of any cartoons or anything. It's not based off of a pup named Scooby-Doo, that's for sure. I want to say both this and Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp are kind of done with this sort of graphical style, which is... Scooby-Doo looks cute, but all the like, everyone else looks kind of weird.
Scooby-Doo.
Because the Famicom board game series, which came out, this is like going back to like '85. It had, or has rather, I should say. There we go.
Fun?
Puzzles. The games that were released were based off of Mario Brothers, like the arcade game, Super Mario Brothers, Ice Climbers, Excite Bike, and Donkey Kong. I want to say Donkey Kong Jr. It's either Donkey Kong Jr. I want to. It has Stanley, so I have. Might be Donkey Kong Jr. or yeah, it's Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay, I hear that emblem. Oh, did I miss a jump? No, I don't think I did. I think I just messed up, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. Okay, we got it. Because I bet you can, yeah, I bet these get destroyed. You're just kind of screwed. Yeah, see. Well, we've all had those video games. We've all had those video games to where we mess up access to a secret by destroying the brickles. But yeah, so I've got all the other Famicom board games. I'm still missing Mario Brothers. I've never actually seen that for sale. In the at this point, 10 years I've been. Now, granted, I don't like look at Yahoo Japan auctions all the time. I might go like half a year without looking at it. Because usually, you know, I'll typically like look at it and then get a bunch of stuff to the warehouse in Japan, and then have it shipped here. And usually that's like a 2-month process typically. And then obviously be like, oh, spend a couple hundred, spend a couple $100 bucks, on stuff. And then I'll wait. I can't be doing that all the time. So it's like maybe once a year, twice a year. There we go, dumb crabs. Archers. Never seen it for sale. This is where we go? No? Okay. Oh, I guess we go up there. So those are really the two games from Japan I would like to get. I would like to get the Mortal Kombat board game from Brazil as well. There's a couple other handful of board games from Brazil. I have one or two. I've got the Super Mario RPG game from Brazil, and I've got that. You do it, Shake. Oh my gosh. Hey, a broken crate. I'll take it. Wait, can he slam those? Hold on. Oh, I've been ignoring those this whole time. Oh well. And I've got a Sonic the Hedgehog game because the only way for me to know whether or not that was a board game that I had or not was to buy it. Luckily, it was pretty cheap. But if I recall, it was like a 3D board game, like one where you construct the little cardboard and build like a little, like Sonic Hills and stuff like that. I want to say it was just the Brazilian version of a British board game, but now we know. But I know there's a Mortal Kombat game down there that's unique that I don't have. There's a Street Fighter game down there I've only seen a couple times. And then there's also like some Pokemon stuff, but it's like just, it's not that interesting. And it's not like the Pokemon stuff isn't like specifically based off of a video game, just off of IP, which I have a lot of those anyway, as is. Because who knew with one of the more popular like IPs for kids from the last quarter century that it would have a lot of adaptations in Japan and the US and other countries as well. Aha! Puzzle piece. I would also like to get the other card games from Germany for Super Mario that came out in the early 90s. A lot of them were based off of, this is around when Super Mario Brothers 2 came out, based off of that IP of all things. Various Kartenspiels. Well, which Kartenspiel is just a card game in German. Brettspiel is a board game in, German. Which I have the Super Mario. I have a handful of Mario board games from Europe as well. I've got the Super Mario board game, like the biggest BYGGIS blocks board game. And so basically biggest blocks are knockoff Legos. Kind of like, you know how like Mega Bloks, like for those of you who are in the US, you know how Mega Bloks has the Pokemon has the rights to make Mega Block, basically Lego sets for leave it up the stairs. This is loud. Okay.
This is fun.
Oh, there's creatures down there. Hold on. We're trying to have a conversation about European video game licensed board games. Thank you. Shut up. Go away. Alright, now we're out here in a quiet little section. So anyway, biggest blocks were knockoff Legos. Kind of like... But they had IPs to a variety of things. They had the Super Mario IP in Europe for Legos. Or I guess they just had the IP for plastic block things based off Mario. They also had the Ninja Turtles as well, among other ones. So they had Lego sets. I know the biggest block sets, my bad. And then they had like kind of like plastic jugs with this like a bunch of pieces you could build like Mario characters out of. Then they had I forget what they call them, like board game like systems kind of. Where you build the board, you
Like
basically
all
build
over,
the
man.
you build the board, you play the board game with the biggest blocks. So it's kind of like Mega Bloks with Pokemon. Nothing. Big fat goose egg. I can hear noises. There might be a clue in the upholstery of one of these chairs. Probably not. We got 4 or 5, and we have this lever here that we need to do. And here we are. Rocky Bay Bank. Willie's bank check to Seth. Willie's paid Seth a lot of money, and you've got the bank check to prove it. What you need to do, Shaggy, is you need to take that checking number and router number and make a check out to yourself. Get you some of that lettuce for your sandwiches. You know, because money's called lettuce or cabbage. You know, and lettuce is a sandwich ingredient.
Time.
Thus making a joke. Spooky diver time! Yeah.
Zoinks! Looks like trouble.
I was going to take a drink because I thought the cutscene was going to be longer. I will snipe. Okay, we're good. We're just stunned for a hot minute. Sir, I have platinum most of the Skylander games, which require you to defeat the final boss. You defeat Chaos with all of his scummy, cheesy, trolly attacks without getting hit once. In fact, I think you have to beat most of the Skylander games, beat all the boss battles without getting damaged. So, I think I can handle this. Thank you very much. Slingshot him in the crotch until he dead. Alright. I was here to take a drink and then the boss
Breaker
fight happened.
19, attention mystery members. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy 2 have found a clue.
Velma here. Nice work, boys. What have you got?
We've got a check, like signed by one Willie the Whaler, and made out to Seth Angler. It says on the back,
Willie.
for boat recovery.
I thought Willie told Daphne and Fred he never found his boat. Something smells fishy, and it's not this ship.
Fish?
No, Scooby-Doo, it's not the fish either. Keep looking for more clues, guys. Velma out.
Don't worry, Scoob. I think it's the fish, too.
I feel like we should. I mean, I wonder if each mystery is longer than the last one, because I was assuming that each mystery was about an hour and a half long. I mean, yeah, I know we've had a couple ad breaks. We've also been talking about horror movies and board games and everything else. But let's get rid of this chair. I don't like it. It's just there by itself. Aha! We're of a greater distance than they with our range shots. So I'll take advantage of that. There we go. Got him.
Like if it's good enough for Scooby-Doo, it's good enough for me too.
Without looking at IMDb, I'm actually not sure, Izzy. It might be Matthew Lillard, but don't know. Because this is Nintendo Wii PS2 era, so... But at the same time, it doesn't really sound
It's like
too much like...
to dine.
It's... Pretty sure we looked this game up last stream, but I don't remember through the power of the internet. We can... Scooby-Doo First Frights video game. Let's see. IMDb. Video game 2009. Scott Innes did Shaggy in this. I mean, Frank Welker's in it, but I feel like if they tried to do anyone who wasn't, everyone would riot if Frank Welker wasn't. Frank Welker is doing Scooby-Doo and Fred in this one. They'd riot. Praj, thank you for the self-care package. Hello, Praj. Paraji Waji. Doing dance music videos on Instagram. What was Matthew Lillard doing around 2009, though? I'm curious. Curious. I know he did a lot of stuff. But also he does a lot of... You figure since he does a lot of the voices, either A, they just didn't ask him, or he was doing something else. Let's see. Because he was the voice of Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Abracadabra-Doo, the movie. I mean, he was doing a couple of TV episodes here and there. Maybe he was doing... Maybe... The only thing I can think of is maybe he was doing the Scooby-Doo movie. And there was like a conflict of interest, or like he was working on a movie and a video game, so like he couldn't really do like the game because he's doing the movie. But also, I don't really see him doing really any video games per se. Well, okay, I say that as 2-player Spooky Island Arcade Challenge. But that's probably for the video game for the movie, probably. As we're sitting here in complete silence. So it does look like he's just done a lot of the movies and like TV shows and stuff, but it doesn't really look like he's been in a lot of the video games without like doing like a deep dive, you know. Let us get more bones for costumes we're not gonna buy. But we gotta collect them, Chad, because you gotta collect the collectibles.
I am like so cool, but they're so good.
Oh no! Got him. Oh no, I didn't jump soon enough. Well, the trouble is, like, once Shaggy is firing his slingshot, that, you know, it takes a while for the animation to go through, so if he's already thrown the bomb... We could probably, like, if I was going to speedrun this game, which I'm not, but you could probably, I think most of the enemies, with the exception of a few of the boss battles, run past them all. The ghost ship movie from 03. See, that one kind of, like, when I saw that, that kind of, I guess... Oh, he's dead. Like, being introduced to, like, new concepts of, like, mortality was just kind of scary. So, like, seeing that, you know... So, like being, I guess, I don't know, seeing, like... Like, seeing such a mass waste of life, and or seeing, like, new concepts of mortality always kind of traumatized me a little bit. Even nowadays, it still does. No, oh crap. So, like, seeing everybody get cut in half by the, like, the I don't know, the metal rebar line, like, everyone's out on the ship and it just, like, kills 50 people and they just all die and, like, guts are everywhere, everyone's cut in half, and, like, you know, they're sitting there dying, you know, they can still see their, you know, their lower half is on the ground, and, well, it's kind of like, I wish I hadn't watched it. There's, like, because occasionally you see stuff on Instagram, like, about horror movies and stuff, and there's one where, like, unlucky things, it's like a Japanese horror movie or something, but where it's like a whole school, like a whole, like, tour bus full of, like a Japanese, like, cheerleading, like a school bus full of Japanese, like, schoolgirls, and one of them, you know, drops something on the ground, and then when they, like, bend over to pick it up, like, I don't know, like, some weird mysterious force cuts the entire bus in half. And so, like, they're the only one alive, as all the other people are, like, cut in half, and their bodies are flying everywhere, and blood's going everywhere, and it's just, I don't know. I like Scooby too, so I like it. It makes me feel happy, comfortable, safe, and so I like horror movies, but I also like horror movies where I feel safe too. Which obviously, an effective horror movie is not going to make you feel safe because that's what it's designed to do. In part, you know what I mean? As they should. That's what horror movies are supposed to. Well, a good horror movie makes you uncomfortable and kind of makes you feel sort of unsafe while doing so in a safe environment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not into, like super gore horror, like, you know, I don't know, or shock. That being said, I probably should. My friend and I always had a tradition every year of hanging out every October when the newest Saw movie came out, and hanging out, you know, going to all the, like, Targets, where we go to like half price books, thrift stores, stuff like that. Go shopping, not necessarily buying anything, just hanging out, looking at all the spooky Halloween stuff, like Halloween decorations. At least at the time when Saw movies were coming out. That's when Jones Soda was releasing their Halloween sodas. So it's a tradition to always hang out, go grab food somewhere like a Wendy's or whatever. Go to a few places. Check out the years like Jones Sodas. Check out the seasonal Halloween candy that's new that year. And then go see the newest Saw movie. It is spooky. This is fun! The Wheel gave me 2 movies. It gave me Pod People, which was an MST3K episode, which was boring. Not even, like, not necessarily the Mystery Science Theater 3000 side of things, but just, it's the second movie I've seen that even Mystery Science Theater 3000 could not make interesting to me. There's a Western Germany, but I need to find it. I think I have to watch it on desktop because for whatever reason on my phone it's always hit or miss if YouTube allows me the auto translate. It's always like, just do auto translate on your phone. Like, well, half the time that function's not even an option on videos. So I don't know. The third one was another one. It's fun at 5 times. Because this year I'm trying to focus on. That is true, yeah. That's true. I might put that on. Like, if I stream more in October, I might put that on there, isn't it? Scooby opera singer. It's no Bugs Bunny, but... Oh. Da 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 da. Oh, Fred could do this. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of, this reminds me of like Lego games. So let me look on eBay because I would like to get, even though it's been out for like a billion years, and I could borrow it from my friend easily. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one of the Lego games because I like the original Lego. I like the I really enjoy the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, it's been a long time since I've watched any of the other ones. Oh, pre-returns. Let's see. Sort price plus shipping lowest first. It's not bad. $10. That's cheaper than where I was at. Only by a few bucks though. They had it at Half Price Books for $15. And Half Price Books is just like a used media store. They have board games, and they also do like they also get liquidations and stuff like that too. So just, the majority of it is books from every category. They have like a DVD, Blu-ray section. They've got vinyl. They've got CDs. They've got video games. They've got board games, card games. They've also got some toys as well, like loose Funko Pops, poly bag, the loose bags of Legos, stuff like that. But they had a copy of Lego Pirates of the Caribbean for $15 there. I'm like, I'm still a little cheap. I'm like, it's like $10. I hate to, but it's always been, for some reason, Lego Pirates has always been one of the more pricier used ones. And I know 15's not much, but I don't know. Cascade, what are you doing? No. Robot Cascade.
Scooby do too fast for you.
Oh no, Scoob! He's catching us!
Okay, I have Scooby. That's who I have. Okay. Trouble is, there's one, dang. Which, I mean, this would also come with
Too fast for you,
repeat,
monster.
plays, obviously, to get it. But, I mean, the main thing the Scooby Snacks are for is for unlocking costumes. And we're not really too worried about collection. I just enjoy collecting the Scooby Snacks just because it's fun. I mean, I guess if you unlock... Oh, crap. I guess if you unlock the costumes, you can... use them if you play through the episodes again or do a free play. There we go. But yeah, we would usually, just we'll go like local comic book store, local game stores, hit up like Target, some other places, check out like the Halloween decorations every October, go grab some food, usually like Wendy's or whatever. Check out the latest Jones Soda Halloween flavors, try those, and then go see Saw. Go see a Saw movie. But it's really hard to. But he's very. Nowadays, I guess I would say he is more flaky about getting together.
You're not up
just in general. Usually, like, hey, you want to hang out? Nah, not really. Not in like a bad way. Just I don't know. They just kind of just do their own thing now, for better or worse. Which I guess is fine, whatever. But I guess technically I could always see if they want to go see Trick or Treat if it's in theaters this month. Just rare the games that have unlockable via gameplay. That's true. I mean, this one you do unlock, like, I think each episode has a costume you unlock. Minimally one. And then, there's like they call it a trophy, like some very big, like a couple collectibles per episode. And then they sort of have what I call True Jedi, which is where if you collect enough Scooby snacks. I do appreciate that Velma throws the book at things.
Yep, slippery. Troublemaker.
There we go.
Scooby-Doo is gonna love me.
Not to mention Velma just throws the book at everything. She throws books.
How will Scooby eat all these?
Oh, Scooby will find a way.
Scooby-Doo.
Ads will be starting in 5 minutes, chat. There we go. What do we got? Willie's boat. Did you have buried treasure? This is not the first time they've used monsters to scare away to get buried treasure. That's not like the first season.
Fred, come in,
Like a
Fred.
swamp monster, I think, because a boat had sunk in the swamp, had buried treasure on it.
You bet. A big something, too. The boat plate of a sunken whaling ship.
Whaling ship?
You guessed it.
There we go,
no
Velma,
sign
that's
of the
right.
Ship, though. But this makes me think it was found after all.
Nice find, Velma. But why would Willie hide the fact his ship was found?
Throw the books
No
at these
idea.
latex-clad monsters.
Scooby-Doo and I are
That
going
are
to
like
search
weird
the lower decks now
monster,
to see if we can find anything
chupacabra,
else.
hedgehog kind of things.
Those divers are everywhere.
They're monster suits.
Oh
But anyway, actually, to connect back to us talking about... Oh my gosh, hold on. Alright, what do we get up here? Like, that's either got a collectible or another costume, typically. Okay, alright, they can throw their mines in here, that's fine. Get them. We'll get, there we go. They pooped out that golden bone. There we go.
More for Scooby.
There we go.
Troublemaker.
What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get, chat? Hooray! Costume unlocked, Shaggy Hunter. Shaggy's gonna go on an expedition in the darkest of Peru. Or however they phrase it in Paddington. That's how you take care of business.
Go home. More enemies, huh?
That's fine, yeah, keep throwing them over my head, I'll take that. I'll risk it. I'll risk it.
You're not up with that.
Getting knocked back like that's preferable to being stunned. That's for sure. There we go, got him. I hear a Scooby shield somewhere. As we start here shortly, chat, I will play through the break. I'll try not to talk about anything too interesting. How about that? There it is. Got it? For the low price of subscription, you don't have to worry about ads, chat. I guess technically Twitch Prime's most ideal. Because if you have Twitch Prime, I get ad payout, and you don't have to worry about commercials. And you can do that on every channel. So you just gotta subscribe to me to help support me. Just by being around when the ad break occurs.
I'll take that. This calls for my knowledge of
Ba da ba 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 ba. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. But I had committed. I was hoping I could get them. Okay, they're gone. Okay. There you go, Scooby. You got them. Let us hack it using Velma's hacking capabilities. I'm assuming we got more of the episode. Alright, yeah. Your books need more accuracy, Velma. That's true. We probably could just run past all these enemies. Sorry, Velma, just taking a World War II mine to the face. That's fine. Get him. There we go.
Troublemaker.
Alright, we're gonna wait for the ad break, just in case there's a cutscene after this. There might be, there might not be.
More for Scooby.
Make sure we got everything we can break in this. Look at the graphics, look at that high-def background, chat. But yeah, working on... Which, the whole tariff situation has messed with trying to look for board games in other countries, basically. Yes, even the tariffs have affected the arcade castle in the year 2832. Unfortunately. I will get me some hydration while we wait for the last 10 seconds to pass. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, no cutscene. Okay.
Troublemaker.
I imagine it's not the case with every scene, but I imagine a lot of these scenes. Can we just bypass them? No, I bet the door will open after this. No! 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 We got him. There we go, got it. Ow! Oh no! Well, this is fun. Why are you locking onto the stop? Oh, right in the face. Alright. Pow, right in the kisser. That's alright, we got infinite lives, infinite HP. There we go, got him. Her just randomly locking onto something in the room is not how it should go. But, you know. If you aren't going to let us manually target, then your auto-target needs to work just a tiny bit better. That's okay.
My expertise is needed.
Aha! Aha! Alright. All these crabs, chat. There we go. Okay. It took it a second.
Silly Velma. I need to press the buttons in the right order.
Let's see, alright. Perhaps the Xbox One joystick isn't... Can I do the D-pad on this? I don't remember if I can. Yeah, I can. Okay. Like, maybe the Xbox One controller is not the best to do a PS2 game with. You know. Playing my legally backed up digital copy of my physical copy, of course.
Troublemaker. Yep, slippery.
Watch out for that slippery hole, Scooby. But yeah, like I've got the biggest game, the biggest blocks Super Mario World game. I've kind of not given up on Lego Super Mario because the problem is there's just so much of it, chat. There's just so much. I could drop like 2,000 on Lego Super Mario and maybe I would have all of it. I'm like, no, I can't. Because, you know, there's so many more responsible well, there's other things I would want to get before them anyway, because there's so many Kickstarter board games that I could get. If we're just talking about, like, getting things, like... Because, you know, I have enough of Lego Super Mario as a game system to be able to play it. It's like, yes, I can add on to that system for sure, and enhance my gameplay. Or I could, you know, instead of just getting, I guess, physical DLC, I could get an entirely new game to expand numerically how many, you know, just the number of games, unique games. Which I need to add those.
More for the scoop. The spoils of sleuthing.
I wonder if I had recognized in episodes 1 and 2 that the shields make a noise that I would have found oil. Whoops. I was like, oh, I could spend like $60 or $80 to $100 on a Lego Mario expansion. Or, for example, like I said, I got Shadow Gate for $20 and Tecmo Bowl for 15, so it's like, oh, 35. I still have, in theory, if I was just doing, let's say, $100, I can get one Lego expansion, or spend 35 to get 2 games, and then I have $65 to buy more games with. How many games could I get? You know what I mean? Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Scooby keeps taking the diver's balls to the face. So I didn't have to worry about it.
Scooby snacks.
All right. Whoops. I got greedy, chat.
Yep, slippery.
No! I feel like these are very large pistons for a boat the size that we're in. It's a very large boat on the interior when you think about it.
Spoiled the smoothing. Oh no!
Thank you for taking points, Scoob. I'll just snipe.
Troublemaker.
Alright. No, we're gonna destroy these barrels because you keep auto locking on them. Whatever. Oh, dang! I took it right to the face that time. Lord, I know, Crispy. Oh, it took it to the face twice in a row, chat. I'm trying to jump dodge those. There we go, got it. Bye, Scoob! Oh, is this an elevator level? Or is this like a tracked section? Okay. Titanic was like 10 stories tall and looks small compared to the modern tree. Yeah, like yeah, it's true. Yeah. I've seen those like side by sides, like just how huge cruise ships are compared to the Titanic. I mean, here's the thing, Crispy. I know. You're comparing sizes. I know the Titanic looks a little bit small, but you gotta realize how cold the water was in the Atlantic that night. So you can't really judge it on that, you know. A little bit of shrinkage there, probably. This is a design choice that they chose for this section, and I don't know why. I'm glad these diver guys take like 50 hits.
There, a monster!
Get that open. Alright, there's something over. Let's see, how do I get over there? Let's see. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to get up here, but maybe you need to go over here. No, you can't jump over there. I guess maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. I will say the double jump in this is a little, like the timing for the double jump in this game is a little off. Do we roll? Oh, we need to lower the water. Okay, yeah.
Silly Velma. I need to press the buttons in the right order.
Man, it doesn't give you, like, once you hit the button, you got a couple seconds to start doing inputs. Okay, yeah, the enemies are on this level. I think we missed a shield in this section, so it kind of heard it up higher, but I'm not really hearing it anymore. Ha! Okay, it's up there. I wonder if... I don't think it's too far, I think, right? No? Yeah, it is. Oh, we can float here.
Flight check.
There we go. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can double jump onto the airflow and then double jump again. What's down here?
Some for Shaggy, too.
Aha! There we go. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business in every way. Taking care of business is all right. Taking care of business. Working overtime.
More for Scooby.
Spooky bats. Well, the level just kind of ended. Tai, welcome in, Tai. How are you? Hopefully you are doing okay. Happy time zone. We found all that's the first level we've done that on. It only took us 3/4 of the game. Surviving? Missed the trophy though. I feel that. Boss. This is a beefy episode. Well, hopefully you will continue to survive and surviving, and then surviving and thriving. Yee! We're fighting a giant robot lobster, prawn, crayfish, something like that. Okay. Okay, so we need to be... Okay, so we need to kind of anticipate. So it's going to do the right claw, so we'll jump over here.
Go home.
I don't know if we did enough damage to break that claw, to be fair. Okay, I'm assuming that's just phase 1. Yeah. Oh, wow! It's not okay, hold on. There we go, we got it, I think. No, Daphne! Oh, no, sorry, Velma. Get a couple books in there. Working on the main carapace, chat. Oh, dang. That's not fair. Trying to cheese it a little bit.
Get back.
Ow. You're not supposed to be all the way over there. Yeah, you get Shaggy. He's down there. He's good, some good bait. Alright, phase 3 chat. The boiler. No, 2 boilers. What do we gotta worry about now? Well.
A prize monster!
Oh, we gotta destroy the oh, okay. Alright. Maybe it needs... I'm gonna guess the reason why it needs the boilers is because it needs to worry about thermal regulation. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the face huggers. I don't like it. Face huggers, oh, their nails, fingernails, ugh. I don't know.
Over there. I think we're not so friendly foes. More enemies, huh?
Or maybe we're doing damage to it because we're pouring all the hot coals from the boiler in the water, making it too hot, so it's gonna overheat and explode. Ah, we did a seafood boil. Haha. I'm gonna go with Seth Angler here. I wasn't paying attention, but it gave the congratulations noise,
Man,
so we'll see.
Like all this lobster business is making me hungry. Willie the Whaler and Seth Angler.
Finally, all the puzzle pieces fit.
And I know just the person to handle these two. So, Captain, we're handing them over to you.
I'll be happy to see that justice is served. We haven't used the brig in years, except to pickle Harry.
They almost had us fooled, until I saw Seth pick up those diver flippers.
All those shiny pearls. He was just about to move them, ready for the next load to come in.
They teamed up to recover Willie's sunken boat. That's how they found Pearl Reef. Then they scared everyone away, and the pearls were theirs.
And we would have gotten away with it if it weren't for that little mermaid and her
Land
gang.
grab. I told you.
Mermaid?
Geography, land grab.
I won't forget this, Bluebeard.
Ah, hush, you fool. You kids are welcome in Rocky Bay whenever you please.
Although I guess I suppose it depends on who owns the I guess rights to those waters. I guess. Because I'm assuming if they just found a pearl, like an oyster bed with pearls, then they could just harvest it. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a professional pearl diver, so I don't know how that shit works. I know there's pearl farms that they can work, but woo, Scooby-Doo. But I know generally the pearls that are harvested in farms aren't as good as pearls that just happen naturally, because you kind of basically got to force the pearl to happen. So, okay, well, I was not expecting episode 3 to take 3 hours. I thought, because he figured last time episodes 1 and 2 took about 4 hours, so it's a nice work night. I'm afraid the episode 4 is gonna take like another 3 hours. I don't have time for that. Will you do it for a Rumple snack? Hey, Rumple, welcome in. Yeah. I'm sorry, Rumple, I'm about to raid out. But I know Friday is kind of a weird time for me to timesia. So is it about herbs? Is it about thyme? Is it about parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme? Is it about that? H, check in the chat. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Let us see who's in the world of Twitch.television to raid to, cause sadly every night's a work night, for the most part. Let's see, what do we got going on, chat? We will send you all over to Mr. Shasta. They're working on doing a console completion of the DS by doing the entire, I think, US. I don't know if it's every DS game, I know it's at least the North American DS library, which, as you all know, is like, I think it's like 1900 games or something. I'm not sure which one they're playing. Let me see what we go raid. But, Izzy, if you're still here, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Fiddleman and Fedorsaur, thank you for the shoutouts. Sefigala, thank you for the follow. 12 days ago. Because it's been a minute since I streamed, but that's alright. Our raid message, yeah. We'll just do Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. There we go. We'll do that as our Control A, Control C. We'll do that as our raid message. Yeah, all the hugs. Oh, Blue Zest is... Are that in Rose they're playing? How long have they been on? I'm not sure what OpenTTD is. Let me see. Let me go to raid. Let me see raid following. So I'm curious what DS game they're playing, because you gotta realize since they're playing every DS game, a lot of it could be shovelware. That's alright. That happens. What we got? What we got? We got all sorts of fun stuff going on. Let's see. Oh, they're playing Mr. Driller. Yeah, they just started. Looks like Blue Zest has been up for a little while. Although Five Nights is kind of spooky, though. I don't know. Let us do... You know what? I'll just go with my initial gun. You know what? Mr. Drill is a fun puzzle game, by the way. If anybody hasn't seen that before, it is a fun game and it's recommended. It's a good DS game, so... Would you do it for an asbestos snack? Heck yeah! All you gotta do is just take a chunk out of my arcade cabinet for an asbestos snack. So we're gonna go over there. That's my raid message. But yeah, I think you're ready for hanging out. We're gonna go over there. Looks like, yeah, their stream is just starting up. I assume they're gonna be starting Mr. Driller tonight, so y'all kind of enjoy watching Mr. Driller while y'all kind of hang out and see who else is on Friday night to bounce over to. But yeah, I think you're ready for hanging out. And I will see everybody next time. Everybody take care. We will finish up the game with episode 4 next time. I'm assuming it'll take about another 3 hours. I kind of thought today would be like a 4-hour stream when we finish the game, but episode 3 took 3 hours. But yeah. Make sure if you if you tune in for the next one, we can talk about more spooky movies and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone take care. Bye.